guys, today we're going to learn about some tools you can use to measure the weather. So I want you to take out your science packet and a pencil. Pause your video until you have those two things. Now that you have your science packet out, I want you to turn to page 260, and you should be looking at a page that looks just like mine. The title says, Measure It. We're going to read together and then we have a couple activities to complete. You can use tools to measure weather. A thermometer is a tool that measures temperature. Temperature is the measure of how hot or cold something is. Temperature is measured in degrees. So this is the tool called a thermometer, and it measures how hot or cold it is outside. This red at the bottom is the mercury in the thermometer, and it rises as it gets hotter. So if it's way down here, it's going to be cold outside. The higher up it goes, the warmer it gets. So our directions say color the thermometer to show 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So we have to look at the side with the F and find the 80. There it is, 80. So you could circle it on yours so that you know where to stop. Now you're going to take a red crayon and color all the way up to that line. You can pause your video until you've got your thermometer colored correctly. Now let's move on to page 261. We're going to start at the top and read about another weather tool. Rain, snow, sleet, and hail are forms of water that fall from the sky. A rain gauge is a tool that measures how much water falls. So this is a picture of a real-life rain gauge that looks like it was stuck in a garden. And as the rain falls, raindrops get collected in here, and you can see that on this day about 2 inches of rain fell. Now on our pretend rain gauge, it says we're going to color it to show that 3 inches of rain fell. Right here it has the numbers to show how many inches. So there's 1, 2, and 3 is right here. So we're going to color with our blue crayon up to the line that has 3. You can pause your video to get that finished. Now turn to page 262 so that we can read about scientists who study the weather. The title says, Predict It. And to predict is to use what you know to make a good guess about what's going to happen. And there are scientists who predict the weather every day. Let's read. Scientists observe and track weather over time. They look for changes in weather. They use tools to learn what the weather may be. Scientists use what they learn to make a weather report. A weather report helps people. They can get ready for the coming weather. I know that I watch the weather every day so that I can know how I'm going to dress the next day. And that way I can make plans for the weekend to know whether I should plan to do things outside if it's going to be nice and sunny, or plan things to do inside if it's going to be raining or cold. Now, down at the bottom, we're going to just put a big X on our page because we don't have to do that part. Now let's keep reading on page 263. We use these tools to observe and track weather. This one is a weather station, and it's got lots of big tools that meteorologists or the people who tell the weather on TV, they use that to come up with their reports. And a weather balloon. We actually had one of these come down in our parking lot here at Samble, and it's out in the hallway. It is used to track things like hurricanes. Now down at the bottom again, you can put another big X because we're not going to do that part. Now that we're done reading our book for today, I want you to go outside again and observe the weather, or look to see what is the weather like today. Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it snowing? Is it cloudy? You're going to cut out some pieces to put on your weather graph for this week.